Bernard de Ventadorn, also known as Bernard de Ventadour or Bernat del Ventadorn, was a prominent troubadour of the classical age of troubadour poetry, now thought of as the master singer. He developed the cançons into a more formalized style which allowed for sudden turns. He is remembered for his mastery as well as popularisation of the trobar style, and for his prolific cançons, which helped define the genre and establish the classical form of courtly love poetry, to be imitated and reproduced throughout the remaining century and a half of troubadour activity. Bernart was known for being able to portray his woman as a divine agent in one moment and then, in a sudden twist, as Eve, the cause of man's initial sin. This dichotomy in his work is portrayed in a graceful, witty, and polished medium. According to the troubadour U.C. de Saint-Cirque, Bernart was possibly the son of a baker at the castle of Ventadour in today's Corrèze. Yet another source, a satirical poem written by a younger contemporary, Bernard de Ventadorn, indicates that he was the son of either a servant, a soldier, or a baker, and his mother was also either a servant or a baker. From evidence given in Bernart's early poem A Lo Temps vie via, he most likely learned the art of singing and writing from his protector, Viscount Abel III of Ventadorn. He composed his first poems to his patron's wife, Marguerite de Turenne. Forced to leave Ventadour after falling in love with Marguerite, he travelled to Montfaucon and Toulouse, and eventually followed Eleanor of Aquitaine to England and the Plantagenet court. Evidence for this association and these travels comes mainly from his poems themselves. Later Bernart returned to Toulouse, where he was employed by Raymond V, Count of Toulouse. Later still he went to Dordogne, where he entered a monastery. Most likely he died there. About 45 of his works survive. Bernart is unique among secular composers of the 12th century in the amount of music which has survived. Of his 45 poems, 18 have music intact, an unusual circumstance for a troubadour composer. His work probably dates between 1147 and 1180. Bernart is often credited with being the most important influence on the development of the trouvère tradition in northern France. Since he was well known there, his melodies were widely circulated, and the early composers of trouvère music seem to have imitated him. Bernart's influence also extended to Latin literature. In 1215 the Bolognese professor Boncompagni wrote in his Antiqua Rhetorica that how much fame attaches to the name of Bernard de Ventadorn, and how gloriously he made cançons and sweetly invented melodies, the world of Provence very much recognizes. On screen, Bernart was portrayed by actor Paul Blake in the BBC TV drama series The Devil's Crown. In the final fragment of his epic poem, The Cantos, American expatriate poet Ezra Pound, who had a lifelong fascination with the trouvères and troubadours of Provence and southern France, quotes from Bernart's Convie à la Lausette twice. Bibliography.